Hello everyone. First of all, thank you for taking 4 to 5 minutes to learn about the Yanjitu development platform. Yanjitu offers a professional and advanced graphical programming experience, pioneering an innovative database as backend model. It enables a complete browser-based workflow for database and backend development, featuring a gentle learning curve, exceptionally high development efficiency, and an outstanding development experience. Next, I'll demonstrate a basic workflow to help you understand the features of this platform in a more concrete way. For example, let's say we want to build a database to store information about all released movies and ultimately create an API to retrieve all movie data for others to use. First, after creating a project, the system automatically generates a main branch for it. By clicking into this branch, you open the corresponding Web IDE interface. Then right-click and select Create a Concept. Here, a concept is actually equivalent to what we typically refer to as a table in traditional databases. For instance, we can create a concept called director and add some attributes to describe it, such as the director's first name, last name, and which country this director comes from. When adding attributes, we need to input the attribute name, select its cardinality, and set its data type. Here, cardinality defines whether the attribute is mandatory and whether it can store multiple values. For example, we can set the first name to required and single value, so its cardinality should be 1. We set the last name's cardinality to 0 or 1, which means it's optional, and then we set the country to required and multi-valued, which means its cardinality should be 1 to n. Okay, now we've finished defining our first concept. Next, we're gonna create another concept called movie and similarly add its attributes, such as a required name and a required publish year. And we all know every movie will have at least one director. So at this point, we need to create a relationship between the two concepts. It's like table relationships in traditional databases, and it's a bit complicated to set up. However, Yanjitu simplifies the process significantly. We only need to add a link to the movie concept. Here, we name it directors, set its cardinality to 1 to n, and choose the concept director at the data type. With this, we've completed the relationship between the two tables and finalized the data modeling step. Next, we want to create an API to retrieve all the movie information, including the movie's name, release year, and the details about its directors. So first, we create a query by the right-click menu and then double-click the query widget to enter its definition canvas. So to create a select query statement of fetching all movie data, we need to right-click to select the operation select and choose the movie concept at the target of this select. And then add all fields you want the query to return. As we add fields, we can observe the changes in the returned data structure in the left sidebar. As you may notice, when we add directors as one of the return fields, a cascading select component automatically appears on the right side. In the same way, we can double-click it to add the return fields you want, such as the director's name and country. So now, basically, we've completed defining the query. To convert this query into an API, simply return to the query definition component, select it, and click Quick API in the right side drop-down menu. The system will automatically create a new API file to implement the logic for calling this query. In the future, you can enhance this query by adding advanced logic components like if-else, match, or loop. For now, we'll keep it simple and move on. Now that the API is ready, we need to deploy it. From the moment we started editing in the IDE, you may have noticed a red warning icon in the leftmost panel. This indicates that changes have been made to the project and deployment is required. So follow the guided steps to complete the deployment process, including compiling and data migration. Once finished, the platform deploys the project to a free cloud instance that is automatically generated for each project. Plus, the system will also generate type-safe client bindings as an npm package. You can copy the command and install it directly into your TypeScript project. Additionally, you can also view the automatically generated API documentation. So basically that's all. That's a complete development workflow for a simple feature. So thanks for your time and hope what I've shared has sparked your interest.